Good morning. Okay, let's take a look here and make sure we are live. Okay, I see myself. That is usually a good sign. Hope you're having a wonderful week. I'm having an amazing week myself. We're having beautiful weather here in Boulder, Colorado, and I kind of love the holidays. Probably fall and this period of early winter is my absolute favorite period of the year. So I hope you're having an amazing time of it yourself. I know sometimes that can be a difficult time for some people. And if it is, I'm sending you love. And if it is, actually feel free to reach out to me. I'm always available to support people. Okay, so this week I'm going, hey Sharon. Yes, I'm definitely enjoying it. I feel like I'm enjoying it more this year than I have in the past years. I have a lot more free time in my schedule, so I'm actually having a lot more time to enjoy this time, which is nice. And we've had overall really beautiful weather in Colorado, which has allowed me to be out and about. All right, so let's talk a little bit about this success signature and the inner magic of client attraction, and kind of the inner shift that you need to do to start attracting clients. And by the way, this is both a practice in and of itself, and this is also something that you want to start capturing and embodying before you do everything in your business. So every time what I'm going to run through with you today, you want to really embody that before you post something, before you go live. I took 5 minutes to embody that today before going live with you guys. You want to embody that before you get on a sales call with clients, before you start, you get on a client call and start delivering your services, essentially. You want to embody what I'm going to talk about today essentially in every area of your life. You're going into a difficult meeting, you're going into a difficult conversation with your partner, you're having to sit down with your child. You almost want to capture that energy and essentially normalize that energy within you and start moving through life from that success signature that is uniquely wired and coded to you. This was absolutely transformative for me. And it's really helped me let go of efforting, let go of struggling, let go of a lot of the self-doubt and a lot of the limiting beliefs that I had. And that's not to say that they're not there in the background, they're still there. But as I start to essentially bring those things that limit me and limit all of us, whether it is the fear of being seen, whether it is the self-doubt, whether it is the feeling like an imposter on occasion, and I start bringing it with that success signature that is uniquely mine, something about this, something about those blocks start to literally fall away. And it's not something you notice, it's something you notice in hindsight. It's something you notice where you're like, "Oh, no, I don't mind doing this anymore. Oh, that thought has not shown up for me in a while. Oh, I haven't felt like a victim or victimized in all this time. Oh, people are responding to me now where they weren't before." And you start seeing it in hindsight that something has shifted. And for me, I feel like what I'm gonna share with you today was a huge part of what shifted in my own inner world to actually create results out there. Um, so what I'm going to help you, what I'm going to give to you today is an ability to essentially tap into your confidence, tap into your ease, to your trust, and create a lot more results from a place of a lot more joy. Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, I'm Ilsa Contier. I am the founder of the Sovereign Entrepreneur Academy, where essentially we marry step-by-step strategies with deep energetic work to help conscious entrepreneurs, change makers, healers, practitioners get booked out without burnout, expand their business with ease without having to do all the things they don't want to do, like big launches that drain their soul, ads, wasting the day away on social media, that kind of stuff. So I'm really glad you're here. At any point you see this live or on the replay, obviously say hi to me. Already Sharon has said hi. So glad you're here. At the end of this training, I'm going to put forth an offer to you guys, an invitation to join the Sovereign Entrepreneur Academy. I'll be opening a few spaces at the current price before the price goes up in 2022 in January. So if you know that 2022 is going to be your year, it's going to be your breakthrough year, and you want to essentially grow with ease and alignment, then this program might be exactly for you, and I'll talk a little bit more about it at the end if you're interested. Okay, so let's get into the meat of it. For quite a while now, I've been talking about how each of us are kind of wired for success in our own ways. And this was a realization that came to me over time. I've been working with people for almost 20 years. So I had that realization within me, and I started having a realization of that as I worked with people throughout the years. But it's almost like we have a success blueprint that's already coded inside us. And this blueprint not only has essentially everything that's possible for us and everything that we're destined to achieve and to share in the world, but it also has the exact route, the exact pathway to get there with as much ease and as much enjoyment as possible, and almost like an inner GPS inside us. And so this inner blueprint, this inner wiring that you have, also has within it all the primary energies, all the thoughts, the beliefs, the emotions that essentially are so aligned with your energy that they will catapult you forward and they will maximize your results. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is how to capture, how to discover what your unique energetic blueprint is, what I call your success signature. So what I realized was that when things in my business and in my life overall, but since I talk about business, I'm going to focus on business. But when things in my business started to feel hard, draining, like nothing was moving, like I didn't have any momentum, I didn't have any creativity, that was literally something within me letting me know, like that inner GPS, letting me know that I was going into the wrong direction, that essentially I was aligning with feelings, with thoughts, with beliefs that were literally acting like a wall, an invisibility cloak, essentially an energetic shackle, and keeping me stuck, keeping me invisible, keeping me from feeling like nothing I was doing was making a difference. And so when things are not working, oftentimes it is because we are aligned to the wrong energy. When our energetic signature is off, it's like we have a clog. We're clogging up the process, and it stays that way until you essentially make a shift. It stays that way until you figure out what the wrong turn is, and you also figure out what is that energetic signature that I'm supposed to be aligned with, that will essentially put me in a place of flow, put me in a place of being magnetic, put me in a place of moving with a lot more ease and a lot more creativity. I mean, when you think about it, I can't think of a single person outside maybe of an artist who really uses their angst in their art. But for most of us who have to be visible, who have to work with clients, who have to create content, I can think of a single person who has successfully magnetized clients, who has successfully created inspiring content from a place of depression, from a place of being in hustle, in striving, in almost feeling like a noose is around their neck. So part of the success signature is to release all of that and to really start normalizing getting into that place of flow and knowing exactly what the thoughts, what the emotions, what the energy is that is uniquely coded for you, so that you can, almost like this, expand your energy and get into that place of flow before you do anything in your business or anything important in your life. So that success signature is literally your money-making signature. It, they are success feelings, success thoughts that are actually going to help you shift your energy almost instantaneously, so that you can become magnetic to your clients and you can essentially, by extension, really expand your results in your business. So I'm going to invite you at this point, I'm going to take you through a practice, because it's nice to talk about it, but talking about it is not actually going to get you to experience it. So unless you're driving or you're walking or you're doing something where you can't close your eyes, I'm actually going to invite you to really settle in your body, settle in the space that you are. Maybe if there's a lot of movement, maybe go someplace a little quieter in your home and just follow through with what I'm talking about, and just get into your body, get into yourself. Close your eyes if it feels appropriate. So as you sit here and you're closing your eyes, I want to invite you to just take a few deep breaths and just shed the day away. For some of you, this is morning. For some of you, this is afternoon. For some of you, this is evening. For some of you, you'll see it much later. Who knows what it is? Whatever has clogged you already today, just take a few deep breaths. And I believe in the releasing of things. It's actually healthy to take an audible out breath. So just close your eyes, feel your day, take a deep breath, and just let it go. Almost like the stress of the day is flowing out of you into the core of the earth. Well, it will be turned into compost for creation. Once you feel grounded in your own being, once you feel released and a little bit expanded, and using your breath to do that, and just coming into who you are, what does it feel like to be you right now? Just let it be okay for you to be with yourself for this moment. Just coming into your heart, dropping out of your head and into your heart. And for a moment connecting with the gift that you have to offer the world. For a moment connecting with a deep desire to have a life of purpose, a life of meaning, a life that will impact the world, and maybe even a life that will be filled with abundance for yourself and your family. So as you're moving through this practice, just be in your heart for a second, feel your mission, feel your purpose, feel your deep desire for abundance and for healing for yourself and your clients. And now I want you to imagine a future. This is maybe 6 months down the road, maybe a year down the road, maybe a couple of years down the road. You don't have to worry about when in the future. But imagine a future where you are completely and absolutely successful. You have consistent and reliable income coming in. You have consistent clients coming in who love you and want to work with you. You are completely successful in your business. You are changing lives. You are abundant. You have money you can count on every month, and you know that you're going to feel fulfilled and nourished by your work and by your life day after day after day. So this is the future you're imagining, an absolutely successful future with consistent and reliable clients that you love to work with, and consistent and reliable money and abundance coming your way. A life and a business that totally fulfills you and is in total alignment with you. In this future, there's no longer any frustration. There's no frustration of not attracting enough clients, of attracting clients who say they can't pay you. There's no seesaw, like 1 month you're making money, the next month you're not. None of that is existing anymore. It is consistent. The people who come to you are your ideal clients. They are ready to transform. They're ready to invest. You never get on a call with someone who doesn't know who you are and doesn't know that you're amazing at what you do and isn't ready to work with you. In this future that you're imagining, you know exactly what you need to do that is inspired and aligned with you day after day, week after week, months after months, to bring in exactly the kind of clients you want. So you have total clarity, total confidence in your work and in your marketing. And you're imagining this future that is so aligned, so easeful, so effortless, so nourishing, and so filled with abundance. You have a system in place. Your life works. Your business works. Imagine yourself there in this life, in this business. And I want you to touch into what is it that you feel as you're tapping into this business that is filled with clarity, filled with confidence, filled with abundance, ease, effortlessness, with the satisfaction of knowing you're changing lives. Wow, how does that feel? What are the emotions present to you? Do you feel free? Do you feel safe? Do you feel proud, like you finally made it? Do you feel accomplished? Do you feel peaceful, excited, confident? Maybe you feel significant, like you know that you and your work finally matters? Do you feel relaxed, like you finally can breathe? Just touch in. How does it feel to have arrived? To be living your purpose, living your mission, living your passion, and to be making an amazing income doing it, transforming people's lives. That feeling that you're feeling is part of your success signature. I want you to literally taste it embedded in your body right now. Maybe it's a combination of feelings. It's a feeling that doesn't even have a name. That's okay. But really take it in and allow your body, your mind, your heart to really take it in this moment. Now I want you to pay attention to this future version of you who is so nourished, abundant, and satisfied in her business, in his business. What are the thoughts going through your mind? What are you thinking now that you have this reliable and consistent success, this clarity on how to bring in clients, and this knowing deep inside that you are worthy and you are changing lives and all is well? What is the main thought that's happening as you take in your success? What are you thinking and believing about yourself and about your life in this moment? Maybe what you're thinking about is, I can do this. I've got this. Maybe the thought is, I know exactly what I'm doing. Maybe the thought is, people finally see my worth and want what I have to offer. Maybe your thought is, I have what it takes. My work is important and valuable. Maybe the thought is, I am enough. I am worth it. I'm exactly who and what my clients need. Maybe your thought is, it's okay to relax. It's okay to trust. It's okay to be me and to be visible. And you might have a couple thoughts that are popping through. But that feeling and these thoughts are your success signature. They are the energetic blueprint of what your most successful, your most sovereign self is like. So really take a minute to get a sense of these top feelings and these 2-3 thoughts that essentially are the essence of your success signature. And if you have a pen and paper, you might even write it down. You might write those few thoughts down. There's a lot of people out there who talk about affirmations. This practice I just went through with you is literally your affirmation. It is literally the affirmations that is coded to you energetically to allow you to become the highest version of yourself and to attract and magnify and create your highest level work, your highest level success. You literally do not need any other energetic practice or any other affirmations than the one that came directly through you. So just take a moment to come back to where you're at now, to the present moment. And it's okay to take that energetic signature with you. You can even play with the idea of, what if I was to watch this live from that energy? What if I was to listen to this, to move through my day, to move through the next hour from that feeling, from those thoughts? How would I shift my experience? What would I be doing next? So everyone is going to have a slightly different success feelings, different success thoughts. And these are your unique money-making, client-attracting feelings and thoughts. Like for me, my success signature is like this weird mix between pride, like a sense of accomplishments, confidence, and peace. And there's a little tiny bit of joy in there. It's literally like there's no word for this feeling. But when I tap into it, I can feel it. It's just a weird little mix that creates one feeling that is uniquely mine. Nobody else probably feels that way. This is uniquely mine. You have your unique feeling. And the thoughts for me are, I've got this, and my work transforms the world. These are two of the main things that pop up when I'm in that place. And it's things that I say to me before I went live today. I tapped into that feeling and I said exactly those two things. I've got this, and my work transforms the world. And then I pressed a little, go live from that place. It is what allows me to show up powerfully on a sales call. It is what allows me to do things that are hard. It is what allows me to be visible even when I don't feel like it. Sharon says, my main one is, this is so easy. Yes, I love that. This is so easy. Because we have been so conditioned to think that success comes from hard work. It comes from hustling. It comes from dishonoring ourselves, giving up of ourselves. And this is so easy. It's such a beautiful affirmation statement to own. And that's the proof of how different we each are. What is going to create this expanded energy for me and give me courage and give me flow and give me creativity might not work at all for you. And what's going to work for you might not work at all for me or for someone else. This is the beauty of this. It is uniquely yours, and you can trust it because it's not coming from someone else. I didn't tell you which affirmation to say. I didn't tell you which feelings to feel. I moved you through a process that allowed you to tap into what is yours from within already. Remember, you are wired for effortless success. You have the blueprint, the code within you already, and your wiring, your code is uniquely yours, which is why when you follow automatically somebody else who is telling you what to do, how to feel, what to think, and you do it all correctly and you don't get the results, it's not because what they're telling you doesn't work. It's because what they're telling you works for them. And so part of our job as conscious entrepreneurs is, yes, get support, but then take that in and move it through your own innate knowing, through your own success signature, through your own success wiring, and figure out how to tweak it, figure out how to shift it so that it is energetically aligned to you and it is aligned with your own unique coding, or it will not work. You know, in my program, I run through like multiple step-by-step organic strategies for my clients to grow their business. But we still talk about how to make this your own, how to make this uniquely yours, how to make sure that it works for you. Which is why you're going to have amazing programs out there that have so many people who are not getting results because they're literally giving people a cookie cutter process, and they're not actually teaching their clients how to get energetically aligned and how to tweak it in such a way where it will actually work for them. So when you really get a sense, and by the way, this success signature is your energetic blueprint. It is a practice in and of itself. I wake up in the morning and I feel into that. I start my day with that. I go to bed at night. I meet myself where I'm at, and then I go to sleep on that success signature. I take that with me into sleep. Whenever I feel down, whenever I feel drained, I honor myself, I validate my feelings, I meet myself where I'm at, and I also see how can I practice that success signature so I can essentially create more space, go from contraction to expansion. When you really get really good at this, is become your normal state, and these money-making, client-attracting feelings, thoughts, and beliefs essentially start to help you be at the top of your game. They will allow you to feel almost naturally confident, naturally passionate about what's going on in your life, what's going on in your business. They will create an energy of fullness, of completeness, of success. Like you'll feel whole, you'll feel full, you'll feel complete. You won't feel like you need another certification, another this, another that. You will know that you've got this, that it's literally coded and wired within you, and you have everything you need within you to succeed. You'll know it. And that knowing, that certainty is extremely attractive and magnetic to your ideal client. That's the thing too that you want to keep in mind is I don't believe in competition, partially because just like I believe like we are uniquely wired for effortless success, I also believe that all our clients have their unique signature and we are uniquely wired to essentially appeal to each other. What happens when you're not in your success signature is your ideal client can't find you, can't see you, because you're not in your full power, you're not in your full authenticity. So not only will this help you essentially feel really good on the inside and create flow and create creativity and create ease in your work, in your business, in your life, in your relationships, but it will also allow you to essentially become the right frequency for your ideal client to find you, because that energetic signature is literally what they're looking for. They might like what you're saying. You might say, like when I say to, my message is like, get booked out without burnout. That's catchy. That's nice. So, almost everyone's going to like that. That's not what gets people to suddenly end up in my DM and say, hey, I watched this live. I'm wondering if I could hop on a call with you. What's getting them to do that is the energy behind the words. So that energetic signature is literally your frequency for success. It is what you will start sending out that will get the clients who are destined to work with you to pay attention, to suddenly on their feed stop and watch what you're saying, or to read that post that you just posted. And it doesn't take a lot of people. If you go through my profile and you look, oftentimes I have 20 to 30 people who watch my lives on the replay, like overall. I might have, 3, 4 hearts on and a couple comments on my posts. There's still a lot of people who will reach out to me to work with me, including people who never say anything. So you don't need a huge audience. It doesn't take much. But when you're really aligned with what's alive for you, with your own unique success signature, then your people know that you're for them. I had a conversation with someone earlier this week, and she said to me, now, I don't know this person from anywhere. I don't think she might have commented or put it, but I've never had a conversation. She's never really posted any major comments or anything like that. And she said to me, I've been following you for the last few months, and I've known that I wanted to work with you, but I was getting my shit together to be able to afford to work with you. So sometimes people are there and they're just connecting to the energy and they know that it's you even before they ever reach out to you. So the last thing I'm going to leave you with is this. Most of us, like as I took you through this practice, I had you imagine this future that you want and to really tap into what's going on there and tap into the feelings, the thoughts, the beliefs that are essentially underlying that future. For most of us, we wait for our circumstances to change to start feeling that way. When I have clients, when I have consistent money, when the people show up, when this is happening, then I'll feel this way. My invitation to you is to flip that around. Figure out what those feelings are, start feeling them now, and that is literally how you collapse time. That is literally how you get from where you're at to where you want to be. And literally, as you start feeling these success feelings, this essentially your success signature, you're moving towards your future, but your future is also moving towards you. You are bending time by doing that. And suddenly the two realities collapse and become one. If you wait to be successful before you can feel successful, either you might never get there because you're not doing the things, you're not taking the actions from that end, from that successful future, or it's going to be a lot slower and a lot harder. So you want to start feeling this and moving from that place now and having that be the background of everything you do so that your future, your perfect future and your current situation literally start moving towards each other and collapse. Your story is your credential. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Your story is your credential. Absolutely. You know, it's kind of like even this bless people with your mess, or your mess is your message. Like, find what feels really real for you that makes you feel like a winner now. So allow this to become a daily practice in your life. Don't wait for your circumstances to change. Essentially, practice embodying and moving through life and moving through your business from that place, especially when you're not feeling it, especially when you're feeling down, when you're feeling low, when nothing is quite working. That's the time where you really need to shift your energy to start showing up in a different way. When you do that, when you start embodying that, when you start doing this kind of thing, you're literally rewiring your brain. You're rewiring your brain for success. You're rewiring your whole nervous system for success. You are literally, if you have limiting beliefs, like experiences that have put within you ideas of self-doubt, ideas of not being worthy, not being enough, you start practicing the success signature, you're literally rewiring the brain, because it's almost like two competing realities. And what will happen is, at some point, if you keep putting this reality of success forward, this part of you that says, I can't, I don't know how, I don't have what it takes, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, will start collapsing, will start disintegrating, because you can't hold two opposite view within you for any length of time. That is why it has to be a practice, because this is already normalized. The negative is normalized. We're wired in the society as human beings to hold the negative. It has helped us survive in many ways, which is why we do that. We are not wired for success naturally. Well, that's not true. We are wired within us, but our brain is not wired for success naturally. We have to practice it. And at some point, it's like our brain starts saying, oh, this is the reality we want. This is the operating system we're using. Okay. And it starts doing it automatically. When you are coding yourself, practicing your success signature, you'll literally start seeing opportunities that were there before, but you never saw them. You'll start connecting with people that you didn't dare connect with, that were waiting for you to connect with them. You will magnetize possibilities and opportunities to you that weren't quite happening before that. So it's a little bit like, I'm sure you've heard this example, you might even have experienced it, this idea of deciding that you're going to get a new car. You might even test drive it, and suddenly you start seeing it everywhere out there in the world. Like, everybody's suddenly now driving, I don't know, red Honda Civics or something, because you made a decision that that's what you were going to do. You test drove it, you practice it, and your brain's like, okay, that's what we're doing. And it starts looking for it. It starts literally creating it in your life. So your success signature literally becomes your operating system that leads you, that guides you, that literally creates around you the future you want, creates around you effortless success. They become coded instructions in your brain for what it is that you want, which then will lead you to take the actions that you need to take to get there. I'm sure you've heard this before. Our brain, our mind, is a great servant, but it's a terrible master. You have to tell your mind what you want and what you're moving towards. And then your mind, your brain will literally creativity, ideas, opportunities, courage, all of that will start flowing out of you. So you're starting to do and take the actions you need to take to get there. Yeah, we have to literally swap out the software. And I would almost say, like, you know, the software is already there. Like, the software for success is already there, but it's not the one we've been practicing. So we literally have to then essentially tell our brain, hey, this is old. We're not doing this anymore. We're doing this. And when that happens, you start to normalize success in your life. Okay, I'm looking at my notes. I feel like I'm pretty much said everything I had to say, but when you start being coded, when you start really embodying your success signature, literally your brain will come up with creative, strategic plans and actions to get you to the result. That vision, that practice I had you take, where you saw that future, like it's already wired inside you in your unconscious how to get there and how to get there as effortlessly and as joyfully as possible. The moment you literally start telling your brain, this is what we're doing, this is where we're heading, like that inner GPS will start planning the route, and you will start having downloads of ideas, downloads of posts, downloads of actions and strategies you need to take in your marketing, in your sales, to actually get there as quickly and as effortlessly as possible. But your success signature is literally you on your GPS putting the address of where you want to go. If you don't do that, your unconscious, your inner wiring cannot get you there as quickly and as safely and as effortlessly as possible. Okay, so this is what I have for you. If you know that you're ready to liberate yourself from all those blocks, all those ideas, all those limits that hold you back, and to shift your circumstance to effortlessly grow your business and transform lives while honoring your soul and providing you with the financial freedom you desire, then I want to invite you to join the Sovereign Entrepreneur Academy. SEA, the Sovereign Entrepreneur Academy, is essentially a really intimate mastermind. There's 10 of us in there, and I'm probably going to keep it to 15 because I really like, maybe 20 at some point, but I really like the one-on-one interaction. I like that everybody gets a ton of individual support. I like that everybody actually, or most people, show up to the calls and we all know each other and we all know each other's business and we're all supporting each other. If you know that 2022 is your breakthrough year, that you're ready to absolutely create more abundance, more impact in your life and business, and to do it from a place of so much more ease, so much more flow, then I feel like the Sovereign Entrepreneur is for you. The price is going to be going up in January. So this is an invitation to join us at the 2021 price, essentially. And what you'll get in the Sovereign Entrepreneur Academy is you'll get step-by-step organic marketing. Every month, I do a training on a brand new strategy. You'll get masterminding. You'll get business foundations, how to master our message, create irresistible offers, dial in our niche and our ideal client, show up in the sales process and run the sales calls in a way that's really effortless. And I also do a lot of energetic work. We have a retreat, an energetic retreat which I call the Journey to Sovereignty, every month as well. And we have other calls for Q&A and support. So there's a lot of one-on-one time and a lot of support and a lot of live trainings, because that's what I like. I don't like watching a ton of videos. I really like to be live and workshopping things and being able to really feel like I'm part of it. So if you want to find out more about it, I believe I put the link in the comments. Feel free to check it out. You can message me and you and I will hop on a call and see if this is the right fit for you. It is an outrageous amount of support and value at an outrageously affordable price. So if you know that now's the time for things to shift for you, then please check it out. It is there for you, and I would love to have you. All right, guys, have a wonderful weekend, and I will probably talk to you next week. Bye.